my Minitab screen?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Saturate. This is fat content. So fat content, is it a continuous data or discrete data?
Continuous.
Continuous.
Very good. So fat content is continuous data. And in a cooking oil bottle, it is mentioned that the fat content is 15%. But I want to understand whether it is really 15% or not. I want to understand whether it is really 15% or not. And why I want to understand? Because I'm producing this cooking oil. I'm supplying to a lot of people in the country. So I have to be doubly sure that I give only what is printed in the cooking oil bottle. So what I do as a quality engineer, I will do some sampling study. I will do some sampling study to understand whether all my cooking oil bottles have the 15% of the fat is there or not. Now what test I should do? Should I do the Z test or should I do T test? Can somebody tell me now? Help me now. Which is better now? Or which one I should do now?
T test.
T test.
Yeah. Okay, I agree. So you want to go for the T test. Can you also tell me what is the reason? Why do you want me to go for the T test?
Quantitative comparison.
You have numbers. This is quantitative straight away. You have numbers. See, I have joined the company.
Standard deviation is not there.
Very good. Thank you.
I joined the company recently. I don't know anything about the population. What is that my company is producing? I am not given the access to the data. So I don't know the population average. I don't know the population standard deviation, right? I only know that it should be 15%. So whenever standard deviation is unknown, then I have to go for, what do you call the
When population standard deviation is not known, you have to go for T test.
Yeah. So population standard deviation unknown. Is it clear when to go for T test? When I am not provided with the information about the population, I don't know, my boss is not giving me, or I don't know at particular moment, I don't have the standard deviation, then I will go for the test. Suppose I am a quality engineer, head of the quality department. I know what my company is producing. I have access to data. Now can I say population standard deviation is known to me?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
That's the time I will go
for
for
test.
Now the situation is, let us imagine ourselves as a the senior person in the company or someone who has the access to population standard deviation. So population standard deviation is fixed as 2.6. Now all that I want to know is, I want to understand is whether my company is really producing cooking oil with the fat content 15% in it. So go to stat, go to basic stat. Once again. So go to stat, go to basic stat. Do you see one sample Z test here?
Yes, sir.
I select this. And now Minitab is asking, do you have the summary of the data or the data? I have the data. I click that. And where is the data? Column number 1. I select that. What is the standard deviation, known standard deviation? 2.6.
2.6.
Perform the hypothesis testing. What is that you are testing? What is the hypothesized mean? What is that company is believing?
15%.
15% can.
Company is believing that 15% is the fat content. And so fat content equal to 15%. What is this? Null hypothesis or alternate hypothesis?
Alternate.
No, null hypothesis.
Null hypothesis, right? What everybody believes is null. Now go to option. And 95% confidence level. That means what is my alpha?
5%.
5%. Very good. Now alternate hypothesis. If cooking oil fat content is far more than 15%, it's a problem. Far less than 15%, that is also a problem. You have problem on both sides. So your study is two-tailed. So I will say not equal to. When I say not equal to, what is this hypothesis? Alternate hypothesis.
Alternate.
You can see it appearing here, alternate hypothesis. I give okay. Again, I give okay. Now hypothesis testing is over. Whatever RKs are explained is followed. But he has explained only to equip you, understand what all these softwares are doing. We should not be slaves to the softwares. Softwares, no, we need to use, that's all. Right. Now, there are two methods. Z-score you can look at. How to calculate the Z-score that has been taught to you, but we don't want you to understand that as a green belt, but definitely as a black belt you should understand. And now Z-score is 2.22 and p-value is 0.027. I want to use you the p-value only at the green belt level. So your p-value, tell me p-value, is it less than 5% or more than 5%?
Less than 5%.
Less than 5%.
That means what? That means your statistics crossed the rejection line. Border is crossed. When border is crossed, deviation is
More.
significant. Deviation is significant. Deviation significant means what? My process,
Reject
no more maintains
15%.
fat of 15%. My process is deteriorated. When my process is deteriorated, action is required. Isn't it? Action is required. What action is required? I will investigate and then fix the problem. I will investigate and fix the problem. So when to investigate, when to fix the problem, or when to make changes, we take decision clearly on data. See, if you don't understand this, you will react to every data. You should not react to every data because data can give false alarm. Data can give true alarm. Data can give false alarm and data can give true alarm. If the data gives a false alarm, what we do? We will simply keep quiet. We will not make any changes in the process. But if the data gives a true alarm, what are we supposed to do? We need to
Make the changes in the process.
we need to make changes. Take action means we need to make changes. We will shout out very loudly. What I observed is not something insignificant. It is significant. When I say significant, it is critical, right? So you can test the criticality, and criticality is reflecting in your p-value. In this case, p-value is 0.027. When p-value is 0.027, it simply means the type 1 error is 2.7%. Type 1 error is less than 5%. When type 1 error is less than 5%, my confidence level is definitely more than 95%. When my confidence level is more than 90%, 95%, if the same test is repeated, 100 times, 95 times, my result will get validated. Do you understand? If somebody repeats my test because I found something, but my management is not believing me, then what the management will do? They will repeat the test, isn't it? When they repeat the test, they will also align with your statement. This is how you must take the decision. This is called JAT test. All of you understand what is JAT test?
Sir, using the p-value, how did you conclude that it is a type 1 error?
P-value is the chance for the Z-score to go above 2.22. P-value, the definition of p-value is nothing but the probability of your Z to go about 2.22. What you observed? 2.22. But how much chance is there for Z to go above 2.22? Only 2.7%. See, for anything that is happening, there is a probability. Am I right? For anything that is happening, there is a probability. And the probability for Z to become 2.22 and above is 2.7%. That means by random, 2.7% chance is there. By random chance, 2.7% chance is there. Right? So what you observed could have happened randomly. Right? And that randomly if something happens, that's the error. If something happens randomly, that's nothing but the type 1 error. And we are limiting that type 1 error is limited to 2.7. But in our study, what is that we fixed alpha. Up to 5% is okay for me. Up to 5% is okay for me. But my study committed an error of only 2.7%. So with the 2.7% of possibility of the error, I am rejecting the null. So my error in any case cannot be more than 5% because it is very clear. For example, imagine I just, morning I wake up and then I move out of my house. Exactly 10 o'clock. Exactly 10 o'clock I move out of my house. What happens? There is a heavy rain. There is a heavy rain. And again, next day, I wake up, get ready, move out of my house, exactly 10 o'clock. Again, there is a heavy rain. It happens like that continuously for 3 days. Now, can I give an interview to media saying that when I go out of my house by 10 o'clock, there will be a heavy rain in Chennai? Can I say like that?
No.
But you observed it. But you continuously observed it 3 times. You continuously observed it 3 times, and then also it is a random chance. For anything you observe, there is a random probability. There is a random chance associated. You need to understand what you see, what you are seeing may not be true. Whatever you see may not be true, isn't it? That is why police department always investigates, isn't it? Same way, you observed something in your data that may not be true. For that, there will be a probability. That probability is p-value. That is what you found it as 2.7%. But in any business hypothesis testing, 5% risk is allowed. That is what is called alpha. That is what is called alpha. And when alpha is limited to 5%, your confidence level is 95%. All that you can do is you can take decision only with the confidence level. And it depends on the criticality. You can have 95% confidence. You can have 99% confidence. You can have 99.9% confidence. It all depends on the criticality of the case you are dealing. But the industry standard is generally 95%. Is that clear to all of you? All right.
Yes, sir.
Right. And now we move on to same case. Let us see the t-test, right? Go to same problem. Only condition is now population standard deviation is not revealed to me. Maybe for some reason, nobody is bothered about sharing the information with me. So I will go with some assumption, right? So that's a situation I will use t-test, one sample t-test. And now one sample t-test, where is the data? Data is again in column 1. And now Minitab is not asking me the standard deviation. Why? Because Minitab, no, I don't know the standard deviation. Because that is the logic behind t-test. Perform hypothesis test. What is the hypothesis mean? Again 15. And now what is the alternate hypothesis? Mean not equal to 15%. I give okay. Again I give okay. And now everything is conducted. Now instead of Z score, a T score comes. Z score we picked up from the standard normal distribution table. See, please master this. If you don't master standard normal distribution, there is no meaning to the belt. Your belt will be loose. You have to keep your belt tight, right? For that, you have to understand normal distribution, and this distribution is called what? Standard normal distribution. And then similarly, you have something called T distribution, right? And this T distribution is nothing but the approximate value subject, or nothing but the approximate value subject. Why approximate? Because population standard deviation is not known to us, right? And similarly, you can get the values of T by knowing alpha and degree of freedom. What is degree of freedom? Degree of freedom is always n minus 1. What is number of data you have selected? Number of data you selected is 13. Number of sample is 13. So degree of freedom is 12. So for a degree of freedom of 12 and for a level of significance of 5%, T-score can be picked up from the table. And you have calculated one T-score. You compare the T-score, calculated score, with the table score. And this is tedious. Every time you have to go to the table and other things. Instead of that, look at the p-value straight away. And now p-value is 0.016. Now this p-value, is it more than 5% or less than 5%?
Less than 5%.
When it is less than 5%, reject the null. Reject the null means fat not equal to fat percentage or not equal to 15 or not equal to 15%. Then what is that your process is producing? Your process is producing every cooking oil bottle with a 16.6% of fat. But in the label, it is printed as 15%. That means if somebody checks the quality outside and they can file against your company, they can file a case against your company, and then your company may go bankrupt. This is what happened with the Maggi. All of you know Maggi, right? Maggi in 2015, Maggi was banned, and they recalled all their retail food packets. Near about 38,000 tons of the food packet of Maggi was burnt. The story was one sample t-test. That's how it is, right? And you need to understand the context, and then you can do well. Any questions on JET and t-test? No questions?
No, sir.